this episode of Ghost Hunters International, the team goes to Southeast Asia to investigate the last stop for thousands of American heroes.
I know sure as I'm standing here, I heard someone walking down this hallway.
Dustin has a face-to-face encounter with an apparition.
Let's go. Dude, somebody was just right here.
While Rob captures an EVP that touches his very soul.
I understand you don't want to die. It seems to be saying help.
Then GHI travels into the heart of the Philippines to a Japanese refugee camp from the Second World War.
Workers of the sanitarium were tortured and murdered, and the priests and nuns were beheaded. Wow.
In an underground bunker, will the team uncover the secret behind years of paranormal activity?
Ooh.
Coming up, Clark Air Force Base in Angeles City, Philippines. Brandy has assured me that we got quite a case here, so I'm going to let her fill us in.
We're headed to Clark's Hospital, which is an abandoned hospital on the base. We've been called in to investigate because the security guards are scared to go into this building. The base was built in the early 1900s, and during World War II, it was occupied by the Imperial Japanese Army. In 1945, the air base was recaptured by the Americans after months of intense fighting. In 1991, the eruption of Mount Pinatubo buried the base, including the hospital.
With the place being abandoned, was there any instruments or anything left behind?
No, you know what? This place is entirely gutted. There's nothing left.
Nice.
The paranormal activity at Clark's Air Base Hospital includes voices, screams, babies crying, as well as full-bodied apparitions.
It's weird. It looks almost like nature's just taking this place back.
Yeah.
Let's get right to it. Ramon.
Yes.
How are you, sir? Rob.
Fine, thank you. I appreciate GSI investigating here. I think maybe tonight they can catch the ghost. You are here in the main hospital in Clark where the Americans stay here.
Who are the patients that would stay here?
American soldier in Vietnam. They get shot, they bring it here.
Do you know about how many people would be here at one time?
800 people.
What did you do here at the hospital?
I'm a security.
What pretty much drove the Americans out of the hospital was the volcano.
Yes.
Why does it look like this?
Volcano eruption as 12 feet high.
12 feet of ash?
Yes.
And it pretty much ruined this hospital.
Yes.
And we understand that you yourself have encountered some strange things around here.
Yes. We'll start here. Right now, we are here in the morgue. This is the area when I saw the ghost go from right here, walking this area and go out. And just go out. But I not see the face. They have a clothes white. When I feel my eyes again, he just gone.
And were you frightened?
I'm scared. My hair is just go...
Straight up? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Well, we're going to try and see him ourselves. We'll see if Dustin's hair can go any higher up.
At the operating room in the morgue, you can hear the sound.
What sound?
Help me, help me. I don't want to die.
When I was conducting foot patrol, I heard the babies crying, and I checked around. I didn't see nothing, and then I went back to my guardhouse. I believe this hospital is haunted because a lot of people died here.
So babies crying
Yeah,
and men calling out to you?
yeah.
Is there like a pediatric ward around here?
Yes. The pediatric, they stay here.
You mentioned the volcano and how it ties in with this hospital. How close is it in proximity to here?
About 7 kilometers.
Yeah, so it's not far away at all. You can see it nicely from here.
Yes.
It was dark, it was raining. I was cleaning the main lobby of the hospital. There were 4 in my group. Suddenly, another guy came up and joined us. And he was doing what we were doing.
We didn't exactly know who that guy is. He's turning his head like that, looking around. And when we stopped, he also stopped looking around. That's why I see his face. It was a skull.
And then he was gone.
Well, Ramon, we certainly have a lot of work to do here. Hopefully we'll get some answers for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You got to think there's a lot of U.S. soldiers who, during the Vietnam War, never made it back home. And the last moments they spent alive were in this very hospital. So there's a lot of energy probably that's still around here, and I think it's going to be promising.
These headphones have been modified to cancel out big, loud, smashing sounds and noise amplification for small noises. So the idea being that the possibility of catching disembodied voices greatly improved. Also, we can record everything that the person listening to it is hearing.
That's pretty cool.
All right, everyone knows where they're supposed to be. Let's get to work.
Let's start off this way, Rob.
Okay. Barry and I went down to the basement to follow up on the stories of the voices, the man seen walking around, the screams. What?
There's something just flashed up in that room.
We weren't disappointed.
What the hell just happened there?
I don't know. I heard someone walking around down there, and I saw the light
The light came there, straight down there and across the floor.
It happened multiple times.
There was a strange light show that happened just far off. It was impossible for us to see what the source of it was. It just seemed to appear and was gone again. It came down here, so it's not coming from in there. There's no hole in the ceiling. The next was there.
Is there any holes in here?
We were trying to find holes in the floors and everything that would, if someone was walking above, would have caused that. But there was nothing there to indicate that that's what may have happened. That doesn't make any sense.
All right. We arranged the equipment to focus on where we saw the light. Camera's going.
EVP session, Barry and Rob in the basement.
EVP stands for electronic voice phenomenon. This is a situation in which we record ourselves asking questions and then go back and listen to the tape to see if any voices that we didn't hear at the time show up on the recording.
We're aware that you have tried to make contact with people. We believe that you're asking for help. We are here to help. But first, we need you to come forward.
Listen, if we're going to be able to help you, we need to know what your situation is. What exactly did the doctors tell you?
Rob, I'm hearing steps.
What the hell's that?
You have led us down this far. We need you to come forward a little more.
There were what sound like footsteps numerous times, what clearly sound like footsteps walking towards us, then nothing.
Whenever we were down there first, what brought us down here, I definitely heard footsteps.
Listen, wherever you are down here, if you want to talk to us, can you come stand right with us? Come talk to us.
Hold on, Rob.
What? What happened?
There was 3 knocks came from down here.
All right. I had the hair on my arms sticking straight up, and I got waves of chills going through me. Not because I was scared. It was just something instinctual. Who's knocking for us? We came all the way down here. Is this where you need us to be to talk to us?
Oh, my God, there's something down there.
What'd you see?
Listen, listen. Soldier, come forward.
Is that?
Rob and myself were down in the basement area, went suddenly. It sounded as if the entire platoon was actually making their way toward us. Let's go.
I can hear voices.
What was that? Was it a frog?
Frog.
Nobody. And as soon as we went to investigate, everything stopped.
When I heard someone walking down this hallway, I know sure as I'm standing here, I heard someone walking down this hallway. And there's nobody down there.
No.
Wasn't this far away.
No.
I was expecting, there's Joe Chin, there's Dustin. That's the damnedest thing I've ever seen or heard. There's definitely something strange going on in that basement. I just hope that we're able to document it.
Hello? Is there anybody down here? I thought I heard a whisper. It was like right between you and I.
Really?
I thought so. We were talking and I thought I heard somebody whispering.
Joe and I will be really quiet for a few seconds to see if you can please respond.
Wow.
What? What?
For a second there, I thought I saw a face.
Where?
Right beside.
You're flipping out, I can tell.
Wow. For a second
Over
there,
in the corner?
I thought I saw a face. It was just for a brief second. It caught me off guard. It scared the crap out of me, actually.
That's where I heard something earlier when we walked in.
Wow, that gave me the wicked chills. Holy.
You want to check it out over there?
To me, when I saw the face, it was in the room with us, like directly behind, in the corner. And this window is where the corner is. So I don't know if it's like somebody standing here looking through.
Yeah.
Like that. You know, showing their face like this. But we went looking for it and we couldn't find it. We couldn't find anyone around but us. Let's just keep looking.
EVP session with Dustin and Barry Hospital. We're here to communicate with the soldiers that fought in Vietnam. Dustin and I run our EVP session in the second floor of the hospital.
Are you looking for the other members of your squadron? Your brothers in battle, no longer here with you.
I really need you all to come forward now.
What happened to you? How are you wounded?
You've been left behind as the rest of your friends have left. We are here now to help. Dustin. Yeah. Come here. Just at that very moment. See that post, the second post?
Yeah.
Over to the left of it. I know this is going to sound bizarre, but it actually looked like a face out in the corridor.
In between?
Just for a second.
Just past that post?
Yeah. And suddenly by one of the pillars, there seemed to be just this face just seemed to appear from the darkness. And I wasn't sure. I thought maybe it was just a trick of the light. Soldier, we need you to come forward if that was you who just appeared. Soldier, come about and stand too. The war is now over. It is time for you to go home.
You all right?
Something actually touched the back of my ear.
I heard something just behind you over here.
Something just grabbed my ear. And I stepped away, wondering what was going on.
What the hell was that?
There was a lot of sounds that were happening. I hear something down there.
I thought it was from down there. Just want to go down another level.
Okay. Let's go, Dustin. Soldier, we're moving to the basement. We're rounding up all your friends.
Okay. Is there anyone that would like to make their presence known? Can you tell us why you stay here?
Were you here when the volcano erupted?
See, I'm hearing that knocking, Brandy.
You know, I don't hear that, but I heard shuffling coming from my right-hand side.
From over there?
Yeah.
Are you the person who's been seen by the guard here?
Were you involved in the Vietnam War?
You hear the knocking?
Where does it sound like it's coming from?
It's over here, but I don't know if it's like outside. So I'm gonna take a quick look.
Watch out for snakes.
Oh, yes.
Did you hear that?
Yes, see, that's what I've been hearing.
Is that coming in there?
That's exactly what I've been hearing. But that was like, oh,
Wait, is that water? Or is that no floor?
I don't want to, like, fall in. It's water.
That's water.
But Brandy, that's, oh, okay, there's water dripping.
Yeah, but that was different. This was like a tinging,
It's
a
a
tapping.
knocking.
We didn't really see anything inside that would be hitting up against the wall or anything. It was very strange. Okay, let's go back in. I wonder if we could get another team up here right away based on what we've been experiencing.
Dustin and I proceeded on to the basement. We started to hear noises, which led us off into a subchamber. The noises kept drawing us back further and further. Oh, hell no.
What? Oh, man. Is there water under there?
I don't know about you, Dustin, but I don't really want to do that. There's something very, very wrong down there. You know something? I was just looking at all of this and what it is, and it's like something out of a nightmare.
And all of a sudden, there were sounds coming from each side, really loud. We were surrounded, like, back to back.
It actually sounded like there was a whole troop of people on their way down to see us. Let's go.
We were moving pretty quickly because we were trying to keep up with whatever was going on down here. Oh, somebody out there.
What?
Dude, somebody was just right here, right on the other side of this pole.
Well, there's nobody here to do that. Dustin and I came down into the basement. There was a lot of sounds that were happening. So we left the network of tunnels or passages into the big chambers here into pediatrics.
Oh, somebody out there.
What?
Dude, somebody was just right here, right on the other side of this pole. When we came in, it looked like somebody did this. It went like that. I see this white figure just head and shoulders ducking behind the pylon.
Well, there's nobody here to do that. We searched immediately, and there was nothing to be found.
Barry, where was it that he said he saw a white...
Here.
This was the area.
This is it. Came walking out of there, straight across there.
Turns out that this is the exact spot where the reports of seeing a white apparition were.
But the cameras, it was a good idea to run the cameras. One of the cameras was facing down this way. The evidence analysis, we'll run it through and see what happens.
Dude, that was amazing. Man, my heart is racing. There's so much noise and stuff going on all around us. That was crazy.
It's all quiet again.
That's nuts, dude. I think the thing that really stood out was the energy that was present. I mean, we were hyped up trying to find this thing, and we have all this interaction, all this noise going on. And then at that final moment, as soon as it ducked behind the thing, everything just got quiet. Everything just got completely peaceful, and it was just weird. It's like everything just evaporated.
All right, everyone. Great investigation night. Let's meet back at Command Central, get packed up, and head for the hotel.
Ending EVP session.
I think that by the end of this evening, every member of this team has had some crazy experiences. There's certainly some real interesting activity, but we'll have to wait until all the evidence has gone over to see if it was truly paranormal.
We're about to go into analysis for the Clark's Air Force Base Hospital. This place seen a lot of tragedy from the Vietnam War, and we've done our best to try and reach those soldiers. There's reports of people crying out for help. There's reports of people screaming. Hopefully, we're going to capture some of that.
Hey, guys. This one is a little faint, so Barry, I want you to take a listen to this. I might need your help cleaning this one up.
Okay.
I'd like to ask if you could please make that sound again.
I'll put it through the software, see if we can lift it out any further.
Okay. I'd like to ask if you could please make that sound again.
No, there is something there, but with the noise of the crickets, we remove the crickets, we remove the voice. It's just unfortunate we have to lose that one.
All right.
Hey guys, I want you to listen to this for me.
Sure.
It's captured in the mini DV down in the basement.
Okay.
So have a listen, Joe. Okay.
Wow.
Well, I couldn't find anything that was causing it. That was the problem.
That's awesome.
Okay, let's head on.
Okay. Wow, guys, I got something pretty amazing here. It's very, very clear. This might be the best thing we've captured so far.
Ramon, how are you?
Fine, fine, fine.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again, Ramon.
Okay, you brought us in. You told us the things that had happened to you here. We brought in all of our equipment to see if we could find out what was going on.
Okay.
What caused these things.
Yes.
We had a bunch of experiences here, and one of your experiences in particular, I actually experienced myself. You had told us that you were standing outside and you saw a white figure walk right past you.
Yes.
Well, Barry and I were down in the basement. I see the white figure that you saw stick its head out and duck in behind one of the pylons.
Oh, God.
I gotta be honest with you, Ramon. I've been doing this many, many years. I've only seen something like that one other time before.
During the investigation, we went down to the basement where the morgue is located. We saw a light go from the ceiling down to the floor, move across the floor, and disappear. We looked around in the basement, and we could not find where the light was coming from.
However, we did capture something similar on video that we want to show you now.
Okay.
And what you're going to see is myself and Barry will come walking into frame, and then you will also see another light.
Yes.
So not only did Rob and Barry see these lights down there, but we were able to actually capture it.
Okay.
But that was just the beginning of our night.
There's definitely some weird things going on down in that basement.
Now, you remember you told us about the screams you heard coming from the morgue?
Yes.
I want you to listen to this next piece of video.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I want you to listen to this next piece of video.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You can see on the camera. There's no one there. We got those screams. What do you think when you hear it now?
Oh, I'm just scared.
You're scared?
Yeah.
There's more.
We try to introduce something that may be familiar to military soldiers. Sometimes we'll bring out a cigarette.
Yes.
Barry and myself are about to place a cigarette down on the ground, and there's a voice that comes through there.
We're leaving one here.
God.
And it sounds like it says, "I'll take it."
We're leaving one here.
Did you hear this voice?
Yes.
But this is the same kind of thing you heard as you walked around this place.
Yes.
A lot of the things that you experienced here were things that you had heard,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
You had said that you had heard voices saying, "I don't want to die."
Yes.
There's one more thing that we found during the investigation. It's a voice that responds to something I asked. And I'll tell you what, it's tough for me. Hearing this voice kind of threw me a little bit.
Okay.
We'd rather spend our time helping you. We understand you don't want to die.
It seems to be saying help.
We understand you don't want to die.
It's different sound.
To ask that kind of question,
we understand you don't want to die.
And get this voice back asking for help in this hospital, that's tough. So the things that you saw and you heard, we have heard and seen the same things. We absolutely feel that this hospital is haunted.
I'm very proud to you. I'm very proud to you.
Well, we thank you for bringing us in here, and we're glad that we could help you out.
Thank you.
Ramon.
Thank you very much for a GSI investigation here in the Clark Hospital. I'm very happy.
If there's anyone here, we're heading out, and we just want to talk for a minute.
We want to thank you for serving our country. It seems like you were asking us for help, and seeming to think that it's too late.
We understand that this obviously wasn't the outcome that you were expecting, and we hope that you can find peace and comfort and hopefully move on. We thought it was important to say a couple of final words, and we wanted to show some respect to the people who lost their lives in the Vietnam War.
Welcome to Baguio City, Philippines, and Brandy says that we have got some real stunner here, so I'm gonna hand off the walkie and can find out what we're looking at.
Okay. Hey guys, we're headed to the Diplomat Hotel. This place has a great deal of history. At one time it was used as a sanitarium where priests and nuns from the Dominican order worked. And during the early 1940s, Japanese forces infiltrated the area and bombed this building. Locals and workers of the city and sanitarium were tortured and murdered, and the priests and nuns were beheaded. Wow. During the 1970s, a hotel chain decided to rework the old sanitarium into a hotel, and claims of paranormal activity began to surface. The hotel now sits in ruins.
Wow. There's Dare. We're going to be in for one long, crazy night.
All right, let's get to it. Jen?
Yes, hi, hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, Dustin.
Hi.
Hi, Barry.
Hello. So welcome to Diplomat Hotel. We're at the top of the city of Baguio, and this structure is known to be the scariest place in the city.
Oh, terrific. Can you tell us some about the history of the location?
Well, this was built in 1911 by the Dominican friars, and it used to be a monastery for them. And after that, it became a hospital. During World War II, this was a hiding place for the Japanese. So they used it for a hospital and a refugee camp.
Okay, well, can you take us around and show us what's made it so scary?
Oh, sure. We're going right here. This hall, just recently, a man was standing outside and saw a dark figure in here. When he looked away and looked back again, the man is no longer here.
So has anyone given a description of this man? I mean, dark figure, a man, but...
Black from the head down.
And several people have seen him walking around here.
Several people.
Shall we head on? Where are we going now?
Upstairs on the second floor. We're right here on the second floor.
When we go roving around the place at night, we would hear footsteps following us, and we'd see shadows moving from here to there. We'd also hear these really strange voices that would make the hair on the backs of our necks stand up.
Let me take you upstairs. We're right here on the rooftop, and they've seen a white lady over there.
I was walking around the hotel with a couple of tourists from Manila. When we reached the stairs going to the roof, we suddenly saw a white figure. It was the figure of a lady. We began to climb the stairs and try to see who she was, but she just disappeared.
This is an outdoor chapel, also built in 1911. There were some teenagers taking camera shots around because the place is beautiful. And it surprised them to see on their camera a woman holding a baby sitting in one of those benches.
And obviously she wasn't there. They didn't see her.
Yes, that's right.
All right, Jen, we're gonna go meet the rest of the team, get the equipment set up, and get to work.
Okay. Good luck to your ghost hunting.
All right, Jen, let's get to it.
So you're doing 4 cameras, 2 on each side?
Yes.
They told us that during the war here, there was apparently a tunnel system. We may not have full access to it. Maybe we can put a handy cam down there on a string or, a rope or something to try to get a better look at what's down there.
So, what we have got tonight is several DVR cameras running. The new full spectrum camera has a new lens on it, which gives me a wider view. There'll be no problems in trying to get the entire room.
All right, so there's no lights to get out. I'm really looking forward to a great investigation tonight, so let's get right to it.
Justin and Rob, EVP session, 2nd floor, front right corner room.
All right, I'm gonna give the headphones a run. So if we get anything in that low frequency, I should be able to hear it. We're gonna be recording it. So if I hear anything, we'll be able to document it.
Cool. Is there anyone here with us tonight? What do you want? Are you here looking for someone? Do you stay here of your own will, or are you trapped here? What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Somebody here with us. If that was you who made that noise, could you do it again? Make a banging sound, something to let us know that you're here.
I just got something.
Make a banging sound, something to let us know that you're here.
I just got something.
What'd you get?
A man's voice.
Really? You able to discern what it said?
Well, Dustin and I were conducting an EVP session on the 2nd floor, and I was wearing the headphones, and at one point, I thought I heard what sounded like a man's voice. If you don't want to talk to us, just say so.
Are you trapped here? What was that down there? This place is as empty gets. You're one of those hide-and-seek type nights, huh?
I hate those type nights.
Yeah, I hate it.
We were told that there was a lady seen sitting there. Then we're also told that there's a lady seen sitting on the benches up there. And there's also a lady from that balcony up there seen walking around this place. The first thing that struck me was that big mass behind us. Just off the hill from the Garden Chapel were several high-powered cell towers. Some research back in Europe indicated that pulse magnetic field may indeed introduce hallucinations which cover sight, sound, smell, and touch. You'll have 2 signals coming off these. You'll have one that goes across horizontally, but you'll also have one which bounces off the ground.
Okay.
And it's where that bounce happens that they believe there can be some trouble. We're up to 6, halfway, that's 50%, which is here. X marks the spot.
Joe and I walked the area around the altar where claims of sightings have been made, and we found several large EMF spikes.
There's one there.
One there?
Yep. Here's another one. So we're getting the bounces back here too. A pulse magnetic field is around our altar. What I want to do is just check the natural DC. Look at that.
Yep, same spot.
It's off the scale. It totally surrounds the altar. And now we're out of it. Has the potential to cause hallucination.
Yes.
The EMF energy was undoubtedly coming from the cell towers and may be the cause of the sightings.
So, When we took the tour, they said there was rumors that there used to be a tunnel network under the entire building. But take a look at this.
Oh, okay. Angela and I were called by Rob and Dustin. They discovered a hole in the ground that led into some type of chamber. Here I go.
Watch your back, Brandy.
So Angela and I went down into the hole to see if, maybe we could find the tunnel system.
Brandy, what can you see down there?
It's one big chamber.
Brandy and Angela, EVP session, tunnel chamber underneath the chapel area.
Are you afraid of us?
If anyone is in here with us tonight, can you please make a sound?
Are you still hiding? If you would like for us to leave, please make a noise.
What was that? Did you hear that back there?
I did.
I don't know what that was. There's this piece of plastic, but I did not step on it. It came from like the corner.
We weren't getting some strange noises, but they weren't really in response to anything in particular.
If you want us to go, you need to make another sound for us where we know surely that it's you.
That's a really big spider.
They're gigantic.
And I hope he doesn't leap off the wall on
God, there's another one up there.
I see his eyes. Just don't stand in its leaping range. I'm gonna have to crawl up there.
Okay, make sure he's not moving.
Oh, there goes the generator.
Loose.
I just grabbed something else. There's some big, big spiders down there.
Knowing that Brandy and Angela had already conducted a full investigation in this first chamber, I directed my attention to the second chamber. So we engineered a rig that we could drop a camera down in so that we could examine what was down there. There we go.
Well, at least we know there's some evidence of tunnels down there.
Come on, back up. I thought I heard a voice coming from down there.
A voice?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I came down here to investigate the chambers underneath what was the old chapel. Thought I heard a voice coming from down there.
A voice?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The very strange thing is when we're bringing the camera back out again, it sounded like there was a male's voice. So we asked for the other guys to come down, and the rest of the GHI who give us a hand in moving the ladder across and down into the pit.
Dustin and I went down to the second chamber to see if we could find the source of the voice that Barry and Dustin had heard earlier on in the evening.
We saw that it actually was a large chamber with several other what appeared to be sub-chambers.
Dustin and Rob, EVP session. Is there anyone here with us tonight?
Are you still trying to protect someone here?
Are you here looking for someone?
See anything?
Just tons of rocks and rubble down here, a lot of dirt.
Dustin, I know what made that voice.
Oh, really?
And it's time for us to get out of here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's get packed up and head for home. Diplomat Hotel, I love this place from the start. This place is huge, and that's not just a hotel. There's activity all over the grounds. Now we go back, we go through the evidence, and let that decide.
So, guys, the Diplomat Hotel, obviously there was a lot of things, a lot of equipment was spread out. Let's get into this. Okay. And we'll go from there. Okay. Okay.
All right, perfect.
I think we've got something here. Just have a listen to this.
Yeah, what is that?
It does sound very, very like someone
whispering Mary or Barry or whatever. But Joe, because of my suspicions, I wouldn't mind if you would go into one of the tapes that we're using on the rig to identify where we were.
Okay.
45 minutes into R01, if you wouldn't mind checking that for me.
Just give me a second to find it. Oh, here it is.
Okay, now let me see that.
We're on the roof.
My suspicions were right. What we've got is Joe actually calling my name. But see at the back, where both of us are standing, there's a chimney. The wireless was sitting on top of the fireplace.
And that's what that is?
I suspect our EVP session was being picked up and just tunneling down the chimney. But that's what it is. It's actually us on the roof. So.
Wow.
Okay.
That's cool. Well, that you caught that and can
disappointing.
Tell where it was.
Disappointing, but at least we were able to find out and track it down to what it was.
How are you, Jen?
Hi, it's good to see you here.
Good to see you again. So we came in, we set up the equipment, and we used a variety of equipment on this one. We used digital voice recorders, thermal cameras that can measure heat on surfaces. We used EMF detectors.
Something that came up of interest, as we noticed during our investigation, was that just outside the prayer garden over there, behind where the statues are, you have a cell phone tower. And the reason that becomes interesting is because of the levels of EMF that come off that.
High EMF levels that would come off a tower such as this can make people think that they're seeing things out of the corner of their eye, make them feel nervous, make them also feel like they're being watched, especially with people who have hypersensitivity to electromagnetic fields. Now, to get back to the equipment for a second, we come in, we use this equipment, and obviously what are we looking for? We're looking for alternative explanations, and we're looking for the possibility of the paranormal. On this case, we definitely found something that we did not expect. We go over to the entrance that you showed us on the tour where it's kind of, there's leaves over it and all of that. We used a ladder to go down there. There's a gentleman who has taken up a residence down there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Not a ghost.
Not a ghost. He has his bed down there and clothes and boots and the whole nine.
That we didn't know about.
The fact that this place is so big that it has people living here that no one even knows about, coupled with the cell phone tower that's giving off this massive EMF signal, could be the kind of thing that is making people think that there's paranormal phenomenon going on here. We're not able to come out and say this location is haunted.
Okay, that's good to hear.
But I do want to tell you, Jen, is that this place is absolutely fantastic, and we really appreciate you having us out here.
Fantastic.
All right, Jen, thank you for everything.
Okay, thank you too, and thank you for coming.
All right, shall we go?
Sure. I'm happy that GHI was able to reveal that this place isn't really haunted. Actually, it's going to help the tourism industry in our city.
I know you always wanted to get to Asia, man. What did you think of Baguio City?
Terrific. People are really friendly, you know, very welcoming. And I'll tell you what, I've always wanted to go to Asia. We made it. We're here. And I'm looking forward to moving on. All right, man, let's get going.
Sweet.